This is the wing mirror framing on the door, being chrome. You can see where the wing mirror sits in here, but it's definitely splayed out, so that's got to be corrected. And getting it out of there, managed to break off both nuts. So that's going to be a fix because it has to be affixed to the little plate things, and that one just has to be affixed to the frame itself. So we're going to go through that fix. One of the first things I'm going to have to fix is this. There's no bite for any screws whatsoever, and it's really loose. So I'm going to have to drill those out and re-tap them and just generally have a good time. And dead battery. But it made it well enough. I'm not certain if those ones will come out or not. I'm going to put some penetrating oil on them and give them a try. Now while the penetrating oil soaks in, I've got to contend with getting this thing straightened out a bit. As soon as I find my pliers. Got them. And that is so you can pull it through. And that one's broken pretty bad, so I'm going to have to replace that one for sure. And when I get the screws out, these two, oh, they're coming out now. Half sections, they act as a clamp to hold that piece in. Okay, I'm going to let the penetrating oil soak for a while. Okay, it's soaked for a while. Let's give it a try. See if these things will move or strip. That's a strip. That's a strip. That's a strip. And that's a strip. 4 for 4. Can't do any better than that. Yeah, dead battery. Forgot about that. you see how that's put into place. So it's going to have to be very flat when I put it back in, or put a new one back in. Yeah, I've broken off quite a few. They just, yeah, that's what you get when you fool around with an old vehicle. Well, that one's going to be fun to get out of there. I'm not sure what's holding it in. It's probably been spot welded by some sort of mechanism. Going to be interesting. Nope, not that simple. I'm thinking I may have to actually mill it out of there. Now these are supposedly, the small ones are supposedly a 5 point or M5.8. Which is a number 19 drill. I don't have any M5s right now. I've ordered them. They should be in a couple of days. And the stud is a M6-1. And they definitely do not have to be that long. That's where it broke off. It's just miles of extra long thread. I'm going to try and chase it to center because I'm not real good at finding center with a center pump. Now for a 6-1 it's supposed to be a number 9 drill. I'm going to hit it with a 3/16. It's a little bit smaller. Hopefully it'll tear the threads out. Chase them out. Okay, nice and snug down. Now we just need to flatten her down a bit. And I'll put a little tack weld in there that'll hold it in place, and it'll be done. And that's a done deal. That will be the same procedure I used for the other one in the channel, but I'll have to machine out the channel and drop it in there, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't use a screw thread. There was no way for it to turn originally, so that's probably been spot welded in place somehow. I have a bit of an issue getting the tip in there, but I'll manage one way or t'other. Anyway, we're going to call that little procedure done. Got a lot more of them to do, but you've seen how it's going, so I'm not going to bother showing you anymore. Hope it helps. Bye.